Here's another edition of liberals who don't know why they're mad. I was seeing this girl who told me she does not believe in traditional gender roles. She told me it's wrong to assume that a woman's natural role is cooking and cleaning. Funny thing about that, she is phenomenal at cooking and cleaning. When I clean something, she says, "You call that clean? That's not clean." When I cook something, she's like, "Did you fucking season this? That's not seasoned right." She claims she's independent and doesn't need a man for anything. But she doesn't know how to check her oil. I have to check her oil. I have to kill the spiders in the house. If something's over 40 pounds and it needs to be moved, she makes me move it. She can't change a fucking tire. I have to change the tire. She says she likes to make her own decisions when it's not time to make a decision. When it's time to make a decision, she makes me decide something for her. I would let her decide what restaurant we're gonna eat at, but then we'd never end up eating. She says masculinity is toxic, but she says the reason she likes me is because I'm not as feminine as the other guys that come on to her. She says men are just as strong as women, but she can't bench press as much as me, or do a single push-up, not even on her knees like those little girl push-ups. She says she doesn't need a man to protect her, but if somebody gives her a hard time in public when we're together, she expects me to fight them. She told me I'm not leading the relationship. She says we're equal partners that share equal responsibilities. So I made her pay for dinner. She was mad. I made her pay the UI bill. She was really mad. Even though she doesn't believe in traditional roles in a relationship, it almost seems as if she's happiest when she acts like a traditional woman and I act like a traditional man. So I expressed that to her and she called me a misogynist.
What up, team? I saw this video and I said, you know, I gotta bring it to the fellas. The hypocrisy of the modern woman. I mean, you know, the thing is, we cater so much about to people's feelings and how they feel about things that sometimes we don't think with common sense. You know, there are roles that are specific for the genders, but because we protect people's feelings and we care about how people feel, we want to include everybody. And you know, in some situations it's right, but in some situations, let's just use our brains. Let's just use our common sense, right? And this guy breaks it down in a humorous way, better than I can. But we have modern women that want to live in a modern world, but they still want the traditional values of the old ways. But only they want to cherry pick. They want to cherry pick, and they want to divvy up what traditional roles they want to keep and what traditional roles they want to do away with. Now, I've had a similar situation. I've had similar situations where I've done some cleaning and I think it's clean and I think it's organized in my own specific ways. And I've had my partner, or the girl I was seeing at the time, you know, she cleaned behind me. And there's a night and day difference. You know, the care, the level of detail, the organization, the thought that's put into color coordinating and putting certain colors together and ironing and hanging things up a certain way. I'm just not that detail oriented when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know, the level of clean, specific areas of the bathroom, you know, the sink, you know, just certain level of detail that women sometimes pay attention to that us guys sometimes we don't, right? And naturally they're better cleaning, cooking. Same thing. Some women are phenomenal at cooking, but if you think that sharing those roles is important to you, you'll miss the point. Point is, if somebody is just naturally better at that and suited at that role, why are we thinking that both parties should share responsibility in it? You know, it's just like when he said about lifting. If there's something heavy, why should I expect my wife or my girlfriend to do all the heavy lifting just because I want to be equal? I mean, it's just common sense here, right? Changing the tires and doing male-dominated activities should not be a shared activity, you know? But I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think about what do you think about this video? Like I said, you can't win for losing. You know what I mean? There's a lot of hypocrisy, and if you don't agree with somebody's feelings, then you're misogynistic. But love to hear your thoughts. Leave it in the comments. See you guys on the next one. Peace.